Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd take a moment of your time so we can have a little chat. But before we get into that, please hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay informed for updated videos and whatnot. I'm of course Beast Gamer Kuma, and here is my weekly thoughts in the gaming industry. And right now the topic is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. As most of y'all know, most of y'all probably pre-ordered the game and the campaign came out early access for most people, and many people are so disappointed. Now, for a $70 price tag for a game, it's still the same argument about, is it worth it? 4-hour campaign, and then you get the rest. And I'm just thinking to myself, wait a minute. Why are people complaining? Now, keep in mind, my history with Call of Duty is very vast. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not there from day one, but I did play Call of Duty 3 back on Xbox 360. And I used to get made fun of for playing the campaign first before the multiplayer. And then when Modern Warfare came out, it was a shocker that most people was telling me, like, why are you playing a campaign for? Just jump on multiplayer. I was like, I enjoy the story. I want to see where this story goes. So the majority of players on COD jumped straight to multiplayer. Some of them missed out on a great story though, but I guess they went back to it after a while when it was done or bored with multiplayer. But either way, a thought came to mind over the weekend, and I should have did this over the weekend. But the game is dropping fully on Friday, and many people are not happy, calling it a scam for some weird reason, just because the campaign is only 4 hours long. It should have been DLC, blah blah blah. But I'm just like, most of you gamers brought us to this situation because for many years the scrutiny of Call of Duty has been back and forth. Either it's good, it's bad, it's not what you expected. So far, both Modern Warfare games had great multiplayer experiences. And I am sad to hear that the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3 was only 4 hours, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that shouldn't be a thing, because this was the reboot to the last game, which had a phenomenal outcome. Even though it was a controversial outcome, it was still phenomenal. So why make it only 4 hours now? And I'm going through my brain, just thinking about the possibilities on why this is a thing and what brought this on. Because, you know, the Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft deal has finally went through. Microsoft has now got their hands on Activision Blizzard to hopefully make it better throughout the years. Give them more freedom, I want to say, or clean up house from all the situations that went bad in Activision. So this is good news, but I guess this is just the last, because what Microsoft promises that there won't be a Call of Duty every year. They actually want to take their time, make Call of Duty games good again, in a sense. So I guess since this was the last part of the deal, they just shelled it out, didn't really put too much thought process into the storyline, and just here we go. But again, I'm circling back to all the gamers, going through all the timelines and thinking about, wow, this is pretty much the gamer's fault that we have this now. Because most of y'all are so competitive, y'all just want to just jump into the multiplayer. And then before you complain about the $70 price tag, I just want to bring this up once again, because I brought this up many times about how people complain about $70 price tag in these games. They're not long enough, not enough content. Listen, the only reason why most of you are complaining about the price tag now, because now you're the adult and now you got to shell out your own money for these games. Mommy and daddy is not paying for them anymore. So now it's your turn. And back in the day, they did have to pay a lot for these games. And mind you, they were a lot shorter than we'll remember, because, you know, we're first time gamers. Of course, it's going to be long for us. Say, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out at $70 when it first came out for the Sega Genesis, and it was only 3 hours long till 100% completed. Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was $80 something. So we got, in this day and age, games that are 30 plus hours, but that's not enough time. Yeah, that math ain't mathing. Now keep in mind, the only thing I have a problem with is microtransaction, weird DLCs, but let's go back to that. Most of y'all spend more than the $70 price tag in the long run with battle passes. Because, you know, some of y'all can't get to that, you know, ranking right to unlock it freely. and special skins like you got Skeletor skin, you had the Hellsing, Spawn. Those were like 20 and change and up. So yeah, you're spending more than the you added on to the $70 price tag. And that was a free-to-play game with Warzone. So I'm just like, why are we complaining now? This is what it's coming down to. Most of us wanted a great story to experience because Call of Duty had great stories. Black Ops, Modern Warfare, even World War II games, Cold War, great storyline. Future Soldier, no, I didn't. That was Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, hit or miss. Kevin Spacey as a bad guy, interesting, but still great experiences throughout the Call of Duty franchise. But now it's a big problem since the most of y'all got to play the campaign early, and you're saying it's only 4 hours, but you're gonna get more than 4 hours when you play the multiplayer. Now, keep in mind, I'm not defending Activision in that way. I'm just going by the whole kettle meat pot, or the contradiction of the whole idea that's going on right now. So as of right now, yes, you're going to be paying $70. Most of y'all that complaining still going to pick up this game this weekend and enjoy yourselves. Me personally, after hearing that the campaign is only 4 hours, I'm going to wait for a sale because I'm not really rushing to get there because I got a whole bunch of other games to play too. But still, I'm not surprised, and hopefully in the future this will definitely change and we'll get back to what made Call of Duty great and see some good story. But as of right now, that's sad that it's only 4 hours, but I'm not surprised. Most of y'all, like I said, just jump straight to multiplayer. So it is what it is. This is what we saw. It's just like when you, or many of us, brought the first DLC for Bethesda for an Armored Horse at $249, and that set the fire because that made a whole bunch of money, and they gave them the idea that this is what gamers are willing to pay for. What else can they do? What else can they shell out for us? The industry. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts. This is what's going on, and hopefully this is not the new norm. But I'm very disappointed that it's only 4 hours long, but reap what you sow. Other than that, that's my thoughts. I hope y'all do, for most of y'all, enjoy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 when it drops this weekend. And I'll be looking out to see your kill cam. But as always, beast out.